Hi, this is Trey Passer, and excuse me. This is a video response to Robyn176. She did a video on Saturday or Sunday, I believe. Actually, with movie tag questions and stuff. Because she saw two other fellow YouTubers do it, and I wanted to do my video then, but I was kind of stuck on one of the questions, and that's why I actually recorded the video. I think she asked, I think up to about 15 questions, and I think I got stuck on number 10, and I couldn't think of an answer to that question until finally sometime yesterday. So I decided to do the video. Let me do the video now and stop rambling, so so this video doesn't last forever. And thank you. This is a great idea, doing movie tag things. Okay, I may do one of my own in the future. Okay, questions. Okay, the first question is, what's your favorite movie of all time? I've said it before, and I'll say it again. The Best Years of Our Lives, movie made in 1946. Starring Dana Andrews, Frederick March, Myrna Lloyd, Teresa Wright, about 3 veterans coming home from World War II in their lives and their lives with their families and stuff. It's just a fantastic movie. Won 7 Oscars. It's coming on Blu-ray this year. I think it was supposed to come out in February, but I think it got delayed to November. But one of the best, my absolute favorite movie of all time. Okay, my favorite scene from that movie is towards the end of the movie. One of the veterans is getting married, a handicapped seaman. I forgot the character's name, but he's getting married, and Dana Andrews is a bomber pilot, and he's basically he's married to Virginia Mayo, and and when he comes home, he's like there's 3 guys. I'm sorry, Frederick March, Dana Andrews, and the handicapped guy, which I can't remember his name, who lost both his hands, which was a real life veteran in real life. They got to act in this film. Anyway, it's his wedding, and so you know what the setup is. Dana Andrews, basically, he's married to Virginia Mayo, who's basically got the gold digger. But he gets to know Frederick March, who's the older veteran. He gets to know his daughter, Teresa Wright, and they basically start hanging out together. And Teresa Wright decides she's going to bust up their marriage, and then her parents talk her out of it, and she walks away from him. And Frederick March talks to Dana Andrews and makes him walk away from Teresa Wright, even though they really have feelings for each other. So they walk away from each other, and they go on with their lives. And at the end, towards the end of the movie, the handicapped sailor is having a wedding, and Dana Andrews is his best man. He's standing up and he's looking across the way at Teresa Wright, who's dressed up, and she's there with her parents, of course. And he's looking at her, and when they're saying their wedding vows, he's obviously staring at Teresa Wright with this great, you can't see his face, you just see his point of view, and you see this great look in his eye, and the camera focuses solely on Teresa Wright, and you can tell he's absolutely gone, just by the way she's looking, and the camera just focuses on her. And then after the wedding vows are said and the brides and groom kiss, he walks straight up to her and just plants his kiss on her, and she has a big floppy hat that falls off, and he tells her, listen, we're not going to have much money, we might have a hard life, and then she just gives him a look, a big smile, and they kiss again, and it goes off. I absolutely love that scene in that movie. Okay, I'm not going to describe it right, but there it goes. Favorite actor or actress? I'll go actresses first. Amy Adams, Jennifer Lawrence, Jessica Chastain, Sandra Bullock, Emma Stone. Favorite actors: Leonardo DiCaprio, Tom Hardy, Jake Gyllenhaal, Christian Bale, and Denzel Washington. The most annoying actors or actors, I'll go actors first. Most annoying actor: Jack Black. Depending on the role, for the most part, he's annoying. Okay, I only like him in certain films. Nicolas Cage, but only when Nicolas Cage overacts. Okay, other than that, he's fine. But sometimes he tends to overact, and then he gets to be extremely annoying. Okay, now for actress, I'm gonna go with oh yeah, I'm sorry, David Spade. He's another one who really is not as funny as he thinks he is. So that's why I absolutely can't stand him. And Adam Sandler sometimes, and more lately than before. I think Adam Sandler was extremely funny when he first came out, but now it's hit or miss with him. Okay, now favorite actress, I only have one that I find annoying, and it only became recently. Like, I loved her in Bridesmaids, Melissa McCarthy. I loved her in Bridesmaids, but I see the trailer for that the movie that's coming up with Sandra Bullock. I can't remember the title of it, but it looks about mismatched partners and stuff, and she's supposed to be the wacky, crazy partner that does things off the not by the books, and it just looks annoying. The trailer looks so annoying, and also Identity Theft. Even that trailer annoyed me. And she's fast becoming really annoying, even though she was absolutely fantastic in Bridesmaids. So hopefully maybe she'll reverse the trend with another movie. Okay, now favorite directors, of course, Christopher Nolan, Zack Snyder, who I love, David Fincher, Alfred Hitchcock, of course, Billy Wilder, and John Ford, who's the greatest director of westerns ever. Love John Ford. Okay, guilty pleasures. Movies, I'm going to say Josie and the Pussycats. It was based on based on a comic book, which was based on a cartoon, and the music is so kick-ass in that movie. I think from Letters from Cleo, and I love it. It's Parker Posey is great. The girls, what's her name? I can't remember the. Hold on 1 minute. There we go. There we go. Rachel Lee Cook Tyree and Rosario Dawson. They're great as the Pussycats, and they kind of make you believe they're a real band in real life. And like I said, the comedy in this is great. Parker Posey is great, and they have a fake band in this movie called De Jure, but Seth Green is part of it. What's his name? Breckenmeyer and the guy from Scrubs, the black guy from Scrubs. I can't remember his name. Donald Faison, and another guy. They're absolutely hysterical as De Jure in this movie, and Alan Cummings is great in this also. Definitely a guilty pleasure. Okay, favorite tearjerker is a movie called My Life with Michael Keaton and Nicole Kidman. He plays I forgot what his character does in the movie, but anyway, he's dying of cancer, and basically he's going to die, and he finds his wife is pregnant, and he's going to die. He has terminal cancer, I think, and then he's going to die before his baby is born, his son is born. So what he does is he goes around filming, making videos basically so his son can know what he was like before, his father was like when he was alive and stuff. And it's really touching, a real emotional movie. And Michael Keaton's I think he had a hard relationship with his father, and it kind of opens up a lot of old wounds and stuff. But it's a real heartfelt movie. My Life, just a touching movie. My Life, Michael Keaton and Nicole Kidman. Okay, character movie that scared you the most. Okay, I'm gonna say the devil character from Insidious. I remember watching that movie because a lot of people recommended that, and I watched it. I bought it, I think in a pawn shop, and then I watched it. And then when that guy was sitting at the table opposite his wife and his mother-in-law, and that demon head popped in the back, and it scared the crap out of me. And there's something about that demon that just freaked me out. Okay, and a movie that you love that everyone hates. I'm gonna go Lost in Space. Hold on for a minute. There we go. Lost in Space. This is based on the TV show. Well, it was based on the TV show. This is movie William Hurt, Matt LeBlanc, what's her name? Heather Graham. This is based on the TV show, and I know everybody hated this movie. It bombed when it came out. They had a big expensive budget, and it absolutely bombed. But I love this. The reason I love this movie, Gary Oldman's in this also as Dr. Smith. But anyway, the reason I love this movie is because I talked about this in videos before, but this basically they make the thrust of this movie like young Will Robinson's having, basically he has a distant relationship with his father, John Robinson, played by William Hurt, and through some wacky circumstances, towards the end of the movie, the family takes off in the spaceship, and John Robinson's stuck on the planet with an older version of his son. Believe it or not, it's too complicated to explain. But anyway, he's watching them take off, because the planet is about is basically breaking apart and about to explode, and they take off in the ship, and actually the ship gets pulverized and gets gets hit by a meteorite and this explodes, and of course that devastates John Robinson, and then his son, the older version of his son, sees it, and then he grabs his father, and then he has this device that he opens up a wormhole with, and he grabs his father. He said, I never knew how much I never knew how much you cared. He said, don't let me wait a lifetime to know how you feel. And then he threw him through the wormhole, and he goes on the ship minutes before it explodes. And of course they take off. And I don't know, it's something about that father and son moment that just really gets to me, which I really love. Even though I know people hated this movie and it bombed badly, but I like it just for the father and son dynamic in that. Okay, movie that you hate that everyone loves. I'm gonna go with The Notebook. That was the question that stuck me. I couldn't think of a movie that I hated that everybody loves, and I kept thinking about it, and then I thought, okay, The Notebook. Now I haven't seen Notebook from beginning to end, but I've seen most of it, and I hated the fact that she cheated on her husband, who was a good guy. with the love of her life. But that was, that was the love of her life, I guess. But I still hated the fact that she cheated on him and just tossed him aside. And I know everybody loves, women think that's romantic and everything, but I absolutely hated that because he was a good guy and she cheated on him. So I can't stand that movie just because of that reason. Okay, favorite movie duo, I'm gonna go with Abbott and Costello. I absolutely love Abbott and Costello. I grew up watching them every Sunday on Channel 11 in New York. They used to play Abbott and Costello movies on Sundays, I think at 11 o'clock, just before the baseball games would start. And I used to always watch it. I absolutely love Abbott and Costello. There's something about Lou Costello and Abbott. They were the perfect comedy duo, and their movies just made me laugh. Okay, and I have to get that box that they have with all their films, Universal. So I think it's a digibook. I have to get that because I absolutely love Abbott and Costello. Like I said, I grew up on them, and I absolutely love them. Favorite animated films, I'm going to go Meet the Robinsons, which I absolutely loved. Dark Knight Returns Part 1 and 2, which is a great adaptation of the great graphic novel. Mask of the Phantasm, fantastic movie about these monsters getting killed and they think Batman's behind it, but there really is somebody else doing it. And Batman Under the Red Hood, about Jason Todd in the Red Hood. Just a fantastic story, really graphic and a really strong story. Actors that you have a crush on. Actors you have a crush on. Okay, I'll go actresses first. Amy Adams, of course. Emily Blunt, who's just, Emily Blunt. Jennifer Lawrence, who I think is so down to earth and gorgeous. Jessica Chastain, perfect. There's an actress, a young black actress. Her name is Journey Smollett Bell. I know I'm butchering that. She's in the new Tyler Perry movie, Temptation. I think this comes out this year. If you see the trailer for that, you know who I'm talking about. And I think she was on Friday Night Lights toward the end of the show. Her name is Journey Smollett Bell. You can look her up. She's absolutely gorgeous. Vanessa Williams, of course. Okay, now actors that I have man crush on. Okay, Tom Hardy, of course. Christian Bale, Leonardo DiCaprio. Okay. Favorite movie villain. If you watch my channel, you know who that would be. That would be this guy. Okay, and a movie that surprised you. Okay, I'm gonna go with End of Watch. First of all, I saw the trailer for it, but I didn't expect very much of it. I mean, I thought it was okay, but then I saw the movie, and it really surprised me how good it was. The chemistry between Jake Gyllenhaal and Michael Pena was absolutely fantastic. The movie was totally believable. You could actually believe these guys were best friends, and you actually cared about the characters. So it really impressed me. It was one of the best movies I saw of last year. End of Watch, definitely just absolutely perfect. Well, not perfect, but just it surprised me how good it was. I expected it to be okay, but I didn't expect it to be as good as it was. Okay, so thank you, Robyn, for joining us, and hope you like my questions. I'm going to try to upload the video tonight so it gets up. Okay, so thank you again for having this movie tag thing. Hopefully it'll catch on. And okay, let me know what you think of my choices. Feel free to leave your comments down below. And I'll leave a link to Robyn's channel down below also. You can sub to her. She's a great fellow YouTuber. And it's Trey Pastor saying so long and take care.